Hey guys, Project here. I'm playing Breaking Point Arma 3. I got this recommendation, or I got a recommendation to play this game on my channel from a friend of mine. And if you guys don't know what this game is, Breaking Point anyway, it's just basically Dayz, but it's using the Arma engine, and yeah. So I'm voicing over it right now. I thought that I saw a player. It turns out that there was a player going into the same area we were gonna go into. And right here, I got shot, literally just went over my left arm, or left shoulder, I should say. And we're just kind of trying to do some zigzags here. I'm hoping that maybe I can get away from this guy, because the thing is, you don't start off with a gun, so I'm like in a panic here. I'm like, okay, well, what's my best strategy going to be? Because I just spawned in, you know, I want to keep all my loot, I want to survive. So I'm thinking, okay, at this point, oh shit, well, he sees me, because, you know, obviously I can go in third person. I don't play a lot in first person unless I'm using a gun, so I'm thinking that's probably my only advantage. Maybe he hasn't seen me, but if he's in third person, he can look over this wall just like I can, so I'm freaking out at this point. I don't know what to do. I didn't want to just keep on going back and forth because there's no point. He's going to win. So I decide, okay, well, I'm going to start running this way. I'm going to go over, you know, this house, maybe lose him. But wasn't enough. Then my next choice is I'm thinking, okay, well, you know what, maybe I can loot some of these. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll find a gun and some ammo. Got really lucky, happened to get a gun with ammo. And, well, yeah, I'm returning fire at him at this point. I'm not sure why he isn't down, but then I realize, okay, there's bullet drop. Maybe it's hitting the wall or something. And this gun's very hard to use, I think, with the iron sight. So I run out of ammo, and I'm like, okay, oh shit, well maybe we can try talking to this guy. Tried talking to him in direct, but when I try talking to him in direct, I get nothing. And, well, it lags, and I'm down for the count. Yeah, so that was just a little preview, I guess, of what we're basically going to be doing playing Breaking Point. There is a spawn delay, which kind of sucks, but I'm going to jump cut in a minute here. Hey guys, I'm back on Breaking Point, and I am currently just spawning in on the west coast. Looks absolutely amazing, but beyond the point, when you spawn, like I said, you spawn with like literally nothing. I am a little bit surprised though that they didn't give us like at least a map, because I know that on most servers they'll at least start you off like a compass or a map or some navigation tools, if not both. So we go in here, we're thinking we're gonna loot the place, but there ends up being nothing, and we're gonna loot up here on this ladder, or not ladder, but up on the tower. We hear a few gunshots off in the distance, which is pretty troubling, but we're just gonna climb on up here. Okay. And we found a military crate, which was pretty lucky at the beginning, or at least I'm thinking it's a military crate, which is pretty awesome. But for some reason I can't crouch. I'm not sure why. Anyway, though, we got a map and a compass to start ourselves off, which was really nice. Especially too, since to get that off like within the first loot box, we were starting off with some pretty good luck. There's two Enfields, two different types, technically 5, but 2 different types of Enfields. We grab one of them here, we crouch down because we're worried about being shot at. Because the gunshots sounded very close. I'm not sure how far away they are, but we're struggling. We're trying to loot this right now. And sadly there's no ammo, which kind of sucks. I kind of want to know what ammo type the rifle I'm using right now is, because I don't think it says so. And we also, we got lucky here. We're able to get a scope for our gun first thing. When you zoom in with it, it's a really long distance scope, which is really nice. That'll be good for some sniping. And I'm not exactly sure what's happening, but we kind of just warped. I'm really not sure what happened there. So I go back to it. I'm thinking, okay, well, what the hell is rifle melee? And I can't figure what it is out at all. Even up till this point, I still have no idea what rifle melee is, like, at all. I thought that maybe it would make it so we could hit people with our gun, but couldn't figure it out. So we're just gonna climb down the ladder. and I'm not sure why, but it wasn't letting us off. So we began out on our journey, and we're still trying to figure out here what ammo type our gun is, but it just says well maintained, World War I rifle, bolt action. Nothing new. We've seen it before, but anyway, so we're going off on our journey, and we're heading out in the direction of east, as I should be pointing up, or pulling up on my map not my map, sorry, but my compass real soon here. Just to confirm it, yeah, we're heading out east. And I'm not really quite sure why it is, but there's an arrow that points to north. I'm not sure if we're supposed to head out that way, really, but it was there. But one thing that kind of crossed my mind is, okay, you know, like, if the zombie apocalypse was to really happen, who would be the first person to go out? So I started thinking about this for a while, and I was like, you know who it's going to be? Those flowery motherfuckers out there, okay? You know, the people they're all about, oh, okay, world peace, world equality, helping out people. And you know, when the real apocalypse comes, it's going to come down to some really tough decisions. You can't take a lot of time to think about it. It's going to be some really harsh thinking. You're going to have to make split decisions just like that. And you'll end up finding them in our gameplays on this, you know? Like, if we find another player, it crosses your mind. Should I trust him? Will he be an ally, or will he be an enemy, you know? It only takes a split second like that, and if we make the wrong communication, or even if we let our guard down, we can be shot and lose all of our loot just like that. It's one of the things I absolutely love about Dayz. It's one of the only games that uses a looting system like that, where it's like, it's really harsh, but it feels so fun and so rewarding, because it's like, okay, if I fuck up, I can lose every single piece of item I have, and or every piece of, like, you know, armor, guns, all my inventory. I can lose that all, and then be forced to start all over again. Some would say it's repetitive, but it really isn't. It really is not at all. And in regards to the mod, at least, anyway, I know that with Breaking Point, so we hear some gunshots. We're looking around a little bit here. We heard them coming about north of our position right now. Not north on compass, but I mean more like 12 o'clock, like straight ahead of us. So that's where they were coming from. But in regards to the Breaking Point, if I got this correct, I'm pretty sure Breaking Point's a lot harder than Dayz in terms of friendliness of, like, players, because from what I heard on Breaking Point, it's not like Dayz where, okay, you know, they'll give you like a chance or something like that to type in friendly and stuff like that, or, you know, maybe you'll be able to befriend players, but from what I've heard is that on Breaking Point, they'll pretty much just shoot at you on sight. Doesn't matter if you claim to be friendly or not. And yeah, that's really going to impact the way that we play, especially too because I ended up picking a bandit class, and since we're a bandit, people, no matter what, of all forces, are pretty much going to shoot us on sight. I don't even think they're going to give us a chance to type in indirect, oh, okay, we're friendly, or anything like that. You know, you might be thinking, okay, that's like stupid, why did you pick bandit then? But like I said, I mean, honestly, when it comes down to it, okay, if I was put in, like, the apocalypse, if this was my decisions, I would probably be that guy who shoots on sight. You know, especially if you're with a group of people, they're depending on you, counting on you to be, like, one of their teammates, allies. You have a lot that's going on through your mind, and especially, too, we don't even have a team, it's just us here. If we blow it, it's all on us, 100% of our problems, so... You know, at the end of the day, is it you who becomes the prey, or is it you that becomes the predator? It's just, it's up to you, and I'm making the decision to basically kill on sight. I do think that it's fun to also play as a hero, though. I've played as a hero before, not on Breaking Point, but I've played as a hero before on Arma 2 Dayz, and it's not bad, but I really don't like being a hero because... Yeah, I don't know why I was really intrigued by this, but for whatever reason, my FPS always kept on dropping whenever I'd look back behind me. Like, we go to like 22 for some reason, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're gonna be going up this or down the road anyway. But yeah, I mean, it's just I totally forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah. So it just depends, you know. Is it gonna be you that I guess falls under, or are you gonna triumph? And that's really, it's gonna be the way it's gonna go. Being a bandit and all, we're just probably gonna get shot at. But if I was a hero, one thing to note is I would have gotten more opportunities as far as people that would trust me, because the way that I understand it, okay, if you're a bandit, you can't kill other bandits, or just other people that are in your group type. So if I was a hero, I couldn't kill people that were heroes. If I'm a bandit, I can't kill people that are bandits. Same goes for hunter and etc. And as a hero, though, most people usually look at you for help and other things. But yeah, so we're going down this road here, and usually roads lead to towns, so that's what we're trying to do here. Just gonna be a little wild here, though. Hopefully, there's vehicles on the server. I really don't know if there is, but I'm hoping there will be vehicles, because vehicles would be nice. You know, I'm not feeling the whole walking thing, so. Alright, so we're back, and we're pulling off on the side of the road here, because I found something that was pretty interesting. I think you guys might like this, but we're gonna make sure we don't get shot here. Anyway, so if we look on our map, you can see that there is a ton of islands. By the way, this is where we're at right now. You can take a generalized, you know, guess, but we're somewhere in this area. Anyway, there's a town nearby us. I don't know if you saw it before as I was pulling over, but you can see a little glimpse of it. And we're, you know, obviously we're off on the side of the road here. But yeah, if we zoom out, there's just a ton of islands, which means there's probably going to be boats. But, oh wait, hold on. I think, yeah, there's, okay, so there's probably a bridge of some sort. I didn't think that they had bridges, though, but, okay, so if there's bridges, then I'm guessing that they're probably going to be heavily guarded. If not, they might actually even be destroyed, too. We don't know, but I'd be thinking, anyway, that they'd be destroyed. I've never played an Arma before where you, or I should say Dayz anyway, where you can get from one island to the other like that. I thought it was just one giant, you know, landform that you were on, but yeah, I'm guessing though probably on the bridges it's gonna be heavily guarded, maybe snipers, a lot of groups of people, probably a free-for-all for people just trying to get over the bridge, but I wouldn't actually be surprised at all if there was players and just groups and a lot of like gangs guarding the border right there, you know, for people trying to cross over. There might be boats too. There might be boats that are trying to get across, and if you're lucky, you'll get one. But we're gonna check this town here, you know, do a little bit of surveillance, and that's where we ended up leaving off. So guys, I'm gonna be doing more of this. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a like, and I will see you on the next one.